Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rico Report. It's your boy back at it again. Let's go. So let me get to it. We got 3 topics I want to hit today. And topic number 1 is breakout player. The breakout defensive player this year. I'm all over this one because there's a few people, and this is why I had to tell y'all. Who do you want to have success and have a huge year? And who are you looking to that you know is going to have a very big year or needs to have a big year? And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. There's 2 names that are sitting on the top of my head, and I'm like, I can't get those 2 names out of my mind, because if these 2 players hit stride and are almost like in a basketball game when the hoop is massive and they just can't miss, kind of like Chris Middleton was just dropping buckets all over the Hawks. So there's that one player that I need this guy to come out and do well. 2 players stand out to me like clear as day. And right now, New Mexico 8. Listen, let me tell you, these 2 guys right here, Ed Oliver and Tremaine Edmonds. Those are the 2 guys that stand out to me like you would not believe. Going into what? Ed Oliver's going into his 3rd year. You got Tremaine Edmonds going into his 5th. Fam, it's time. It is time. We gotta make this thing happen. So is it 4th year? He's going into his 4th year. I got my man. I got it all mixed up. Tremaine Edmonds going into his 4th year. So it's time, man. This is where you got to step up and be that guy. Some people want to say, well, what about Greg Rousseau and Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa? AJ Epinesa is going into his 2nd year. I'm not expecting too much from AJ Epinesa, especially when you always hear about the sophomore slump, right? 2nd year slump where they don't come out as much. So I'm not looking for anything from Epinesa. He did some good things for us. But the 2 gentlemen that stand out to me are Ed Oliver. Now, here's why I feel the number 1 person for me is Ed Oliver. We needed a surge on the defensive side of the ball when we drafted him. We drafted him with the number 8th pick. Number 8th pick. All right? So when you draft a guy, in the 1st round, you're drafting this guy to be a pillar for your franchise for years to come. That's number 1. That's when you draft a guy in the 1st round. When you draft a guy in the first 10 picks, top 10, you anticipate this player to be an immediate impact. Impacts the game, does it all. And we obviously we know that sometimes it doesn't happen, i.e. Aaron Maben. We already know that. But the fact of the matter is this: Ed Oliver playing on the inside of the ball, inside of the line. You brought back Star Lotulelei to man his position as the 1 tech. This is where Ed Oliver should be able to come out and ball out. Your responsibility is to wreck shit. Your responsibility is not to hold up the point of the line anymore. We've got the big boy for that. Now your job is to get in the backfield and disrupt. This is the year that Ed Oliver should be able to run shit up in the middle. There should be no reason. Jerry Hughes is always consistently screaming around the end. We already know that. Mario Addison has to come out, scream on the other side. His experience alone is going to help him get back into top shape and get back to one of the better pass rushers in this game. Star Lotulelei, hold that point of attack. This is where Ed Oliver has to come out. Show out. Disrupt. Get in the backfield. You've got to be a menace. And we already know that his motor runs hot. Ed Oliver's motor runs hot. We just need that to materialize in disrupting plays, getting after the quarterback, moving the quarterback off their spot, and keyword, finishing. We talked about that, right? We've got to finish. It's not so much of getting the pressure and getting around the corner and getting near the quarterback. We want to affect the quarterback. And we want to finish. Bring that quarterback down, strip sack, all of that. Bat that ball down, get in that boy's face, and finish. Yeah, I meant that. That's exactly how I wanted to say it. And we got to. No more of this get to the quarterback and then we don't. So, Ed Oliver, I'm looking at you to have a monster year. A monster year. Secondly, Tremaine Edmonds. Rasheed Turner says he wants Gregory Rousseau to take Hughes' spot week 1. I doubt that will happen. I mean, anything's possible. That's number 1. But if everybody's healthy, I doubt that happens. But you just never know. You never know. Now, Tremaine Edmonds. T. Edmonds. The young boy. Dreadlock Edmonds. Predator. Whatever you want to call him. 6'5", 256, 250. Runs a 4.5 40, sideline to sideline. Athletic as can be. Fam, I get it. You were hurt last year. So you're playing through it. And I commend you for that. We all do. Because you could have just said, nah, I can't do it. Let me be, I'm going to sit out with this one. Y'all handle it. But you knew how much this team needed you. You knew how much we counted on you. And you fought through it. So you got to give him credit for that. You fought through the pain. You fought through, the nagging injuries, the rehabbing, all of that. You are not yourself 100% of this season. We know that. You started coming on a little bit near the end, but still there was just something not all the way there. So this year, especially with us picking up your 5th-year option, fam, this is that year that we need you, fam. We need you to man that middle. Tyler Matakevich told me already, he sees you, and a lot of the guys see you as the leader on this team. They could have easily put you as a weak side linebacker. Because I think, and a lot of people think that's where you probably would excel more. Less responsibility on your hands. Just, you know what I'm saying, on the edge. Have you out there, that's where you're most comfortable. But they said, nah, damn with all that. We want him as our middle linebacker. All right. So now show out. Show out. This is the year that we need to make this happen, man. Put it together. Ed Oliver down in the trenches, trench life. And then you got Edmonds running things. 2 of the breakout defensive players that we need for us to have major success this year is going to come from those 2 guys. And if there's a surprise player that steps up and stands out, even better. But the ones that we need to step out is Tremaine Edmonds and Ed Oliver. Truth to Hearts, that's my guy right there. LOL, we need Hughes. Name a Hall of Fame defensive end who's known for pressure or win rate. We use these stats to justify Hughes' role here. Pressure just means you ain't good enough for sacks. Oh. Yo, that's a hot take. That's a hot take. Truth to Hearts. Part of your statement is not a lie. Part of your statement is not a lie. But where I got to poke holes in it a little bit is it's not like he's never been there before. He's been there before where he's had 10 sack seasons. He's had that. Hasn't had it in a while, but he's been there before. So it's not like he's been pretending. He's done it before. It's just that he hasn't been able to get back to that. But don't forget the roster that we were fielding at the time had some players on that team, man. You had Kyle Williams putting some mad pressure. Mario Williams on the other side. Marcel Darius. Fam, we had some players on that team. Are we quite the defensive line that we had then? No. We don't have that Mario Addison. We don't have Kyle Williams. You know what I'm saying? And Jerry Hughes is not as young as he was back then. And much to prove. right? Remember, he was chasing the bag. A lot of these guys were. But that's not a terrible statement to make. Truth to hearts. You a dog for that one. But I understand what you're saying. Pressure. If you ain't bringing down that damn quarterback, what are we doing that for? What's all that hoopla for? Finish. I've been saying this, man. That's the theme of this year, is to finish. Not only finishing your runs, finishing your routes, finishing the catch, Dawson Knox, finishing your runs, finishing the block. You know what I'm saying? Finishing the tackle, wrap it up. I'm telling you, man, the theme of this year is finish. Finish it in the Super Bowl. Finish the league as the damn champions. Theme of this year for the 2021 Bills is to finish. Too often, we halfway there. Oh, we halfway there. Oh. Did I even say the right lyrics there? I do this all the time at work. People are like, yo, you're singing the wrong song to the wrong lyrics. I think I said the right. I think, we're halfway there. Well, damn it, we're halfway there. But we got to finish this time, man. Finish! Got me yelling at the goddamn mic. Yo, but I'm not going to let you guys say that Hughes sucks. Don't even try it. Hughes does not suck. Don't give me that. We ain't doing that. My girl Dawn said, yo, big dick energy and finish it up and wrap it up. My girl Dawn. Yo, Dawn, you a savage, boy. New Mexico EJE, my guy. What's good, man? Rico, I really think that Tremaine plays soft for his size. Ooh, that is not the first time I've heard that. That is not the first time that I've heard that. And there are moments when you see a big figure that's 6'5", 250 running downhill into the hole and gets blown up. Or he slows down and chops up and then whiffs on a tackle there. He should have blown the dude up. Or he's going chasing to the sideline. Who was it? Who was it that was it the Jets player? I think it was Crowder. Crowder caught a hitch. And you got Tremaine Edmonds, the bigger guy, about to tackle him, whiffs, misses the tackle. And this is what I'm talking about. We're not finishing shit. We're not finishing tackles. We're not finishing receptions. We're not finishing blocks. We're not finishing the run. We're not finishing, man. There's only a handful of players that on this team that are finishing, but we need the whole squad to encompass that feeling of finishing all the time. Richard Russ says, so Rico, you're saying we need 2019 Edmonds. Absolutely. And more. And more. Because 2021 Edmonds is a lot smarter than 2019. 2019 Edmonds was playing off of physical ability. Now we need 2019 and 2021 Edmonds to come together and be that elite guy. And how dare I say he's not elite yet. He can be. But he's been to Pro Bowls. So it's not like he's not recognized as a great player. But he's got so much to learn. And he's got his ceiling is so much higher. He can do it. Scott Blake says, yo, we fans are so used to instant results, including myself at times. Edmonds will be great for years. He's going nowhere but up. I hope so, Scott. And you can see it. You can definitely see it. And you are not wrong with, we want things right now. I've said it before. We are very much, sometimes I'm like that as well, especially right now when I'm trying to sell my house. We are very much a microwave society. And you're probably like, what? Microwave? What are you talking about? Yo, you have a meal? You have popcorn? I could go to the stove and put, the old school way and get it on the heater and just wait and kind of, what do you call it? Jiffy pop, they call that. I think you Americans call that Jiffy pop. I don't know. I could be wrong. Or you could put it in the microwave for a minute and a half. Boom, there's your popcorn. Done, ready, let's go. You could. A lot of people want to be microwave. We're very microwave-like. We want things done quickly instead of marinating it, seasoning it. Put it away in the fridge for 24 hours. Let that thing really get that thing going. And then the next day, put it on the grill. Boom, boom. It'll be perfect because you put the love and the care into that shit. instead of microwaving some nonsense. We're very much a microwave damn society. Sometimes we got to put that bitch in a slow cooker and let that shit go. Shit, that was deep. Sometimes you got to put that shit in the slow cooker and just let that shit go. Set it and forget it. Not quite like that, but you guys catch my drift. Well, I do like instant mashed potatoes. Man, you a fool, man. So you guys know what I'm talking about. But breakout players this year. Tremaine Edmonds, man, and Ed Oliver. Those are the two guys that I'm looking forward to these guys. Is that right? Did I say it right? Jiffy Pop is on the stove burner? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Jiffy Pop. I said it right. Jiffy Pop. You don't want popcorn on the stove. You want it quickly. Or unless you old school and you want to, put a little salt in it before. I think you can you salt it up for us? Salt it up and do whatever you need to do and then put it on the stove and let that thing pop. Then there you go, man. There you go. Yo, Rasheed Turner says, yo, all three brothers suck. Let's just admit it. Edmonds. Yo, Rasheed Turner, man. What side of the bed did you wake up on, fam? Jerry Hughes sucks. Tremaine Edmonds sucks. Ed Oliver some trash. Stevie Johnson's a bum. Like, fam. Yo, who do you like? Actually, who do you like? If all these guys are terrible, man. Bobby thinks this defense is soft. Ooh, okay. Talk on it, Bobby, man. I need to hear that. True to Heart says, sometimes it looks like Tremaine plays soft. But we all remember Tremaine made a lot of goal line and first down stops. He did, man. That's why it's you're waiting for 2019 Tremaine Edmonds to meet up with 2021 Tremaine Edmonds. And I think we're going to have ourselves a freaking elite player for a long time. Too often we try to say, man, but we want to finish. You damn right we do. But we want the Luke Kuechly. We don't got Luke Kuechly. We got Tremaine Edmonds. And Tremaine's going to give us what he gives us. But there's nothing wrong with wanting everything you want out of that guy. You know what I'm saying? Make the most out of it. And if he plays it well, Tremaine Edmonds, that boy can come through and get multiple contracts because of his age, man. Like, fam, he just got himself he's what, 23? Not even 25, 23, 24? He got in the league at 19? Dude's like 22 or 23. He could get himself 3 contracts if he plays it well. 3 contracts by the time his career is done if he's playing the way he's supposed to play. So he's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of potential. By the way, we got 156 people watching right now. Salute to you guys. Do me a favor. There's a little bell. I want you to smash that bell. That's for your notifications, to let you know every time Buffalo Fanatics is on and live. Do another favor. There's a little thumb, right? Not the one that looks like this. The one that looks like that. Smash that one. Just tap it. Tap it twice. Tap it 3 times if you love your boy like that. Show me some love. Let's get this thing circulated. Let's get this thing popping. So those were my breakout defensive players that I'm looking forward to seeing break out. Who are yours? Type it in the section. Type it into the comment section. In the chat live right now, whoever's listening, whoever's chatting with me live right now, type it in to the chat. Let me know who you're looking forward to seeing break out. If you agree with me and you're like, yo, fam, you're on it. Tremaine Edmonds and our guy freaking Tremaine and Ed Oliver, you're with me. I'm with you. Rasheed Turner says Matt Milano is a real deal. Matt Milano is a good player. He's a good player. And he got paid handsomely. But my man needs to stay healthy, though. He needs to say, you talk about soft. My man needs to play healthy. But when he's on the field, man, he plays good. He plays good football. You can't even hate. He plays good football. And that was a contract that I was like, okay, I thought we were going to lose Milano. But we brought his ass back. So we know what's good. Steve Lynn. What's going on, Steve? Steve Lynn says, yo, team needs more speed and physicality. One of the least scary defenses in the NFL. Ooh. There's one thing that we lack on our defense is a bit of nastiness. Because if you look at our defense from top to bottom, who gives you nasty? I'm trying to think right now who gives me nasty. Who gives you, honestly speaking, when you look at this roster and you look at this defensive side of the ball, who gives you nasty? Like, you know you're going to get everything out of this dude. And I'm talking about defense. Chris S. says, Hyde is nasty. Really? I don't see it. If I were to say anybody on this defense is going to give me nasty, where you know they're going to stick their nose in anything, they're going to get up in someone's face, you know what I'm saying? I would assume Jordan Poirier would give me the guy that gives me nasty. That's the one guy that stands out to me as a nasty mother effer on the team. Next guy, Jerry Hughes. Jerry Hughes has some nasty to him. I like his tenacity. Like he gets after it. Bozo plays, but he gets after it. That's terrible news. I did not want to see that. Ugh, not good. Ooh, Teron Johnson. Teron Johnson does bring the nasty, though. When he comes to hit you, he comes. He comes with it. He comes with the lumber. I gotta give him that. I gotta give him that. Teron Johnson does come with the lumber. No joke. But I think the one person that stands out to me is Jordan Poirier as nasty. But don't you want more guys on your team to be nasty? Don't you want your defensive tackle on the team to be nasty, like an Aaron Donald nasty? Don't you want your linebacker to be nasty? When he hits you, you feel it, and he's talking shit in your face? You know what I mean? Don't you want your corner? You know what I mean? When that receiver hitch is coming at you, corner comes in and lets you have it right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? The ball's in the air. Your safety's there. Your safety's your enforcer and knocks the snot out of you. Don't you want that? That's what I'm talking about, man. Nastiness. Hopefully we grow. You know what I mean? Hopefully this year we come together and we start playing some nasty football. Quentin Jefferson definitely gave me nasty. 100%. And then we let him walk. I never understood that, man. I thought we were going to keep his ass, honestly. Your boy. What's going on, your boy? He says, yo, it's Mahomes and Allen. You can argue Rodgers and Wilson, number 3. Oh, we're going to get into that. So, folks, that's my take on the defensive players, the breakout defensive players. Steve Lynn says, yo, Richie Incognito is nastier than anyone on the present defense, and that's sad. Richie Incognito brought the nasty all the time, but I'm talking about defense. We got some nasty guys on the offensive side of the ball. We already know that. But I'm talking about some defense. And that's real.